Good morning. Good morning. I'm sorry to be a few minutes late. I'm obviously with my friend Senator Mike DeWine, and we'll be traveling around the state today in this balmy Arizona weather, and we are looking forward to that, and spending more time here next week in Ohio as well. We're pleased with, obviously I'm pleased with the results of the election in Wisconsin and in Washington State, and it gives us further progress towards the nomination. I was both pleased by the size of the margin of victory as well as the victory itself. I talked to Governor Huckabee on the phone last night, and we had a pleasant conversation, and I understand he is still committed to staying in the race, and I'm committed to respecting that and continuing the campaign, leading up to Ohio and Texas and Vermont and Rhode Island a week from next Tuesday on the 4th. I just want to make one additional comment, and that is about the continuing discussion of the issue of public financing. Facts are facts, and that is that a year ago I signed a piece of paper and committed that if I were the nominee of my party, that I would take public financing for the general election campaign. At that time, Senator Obama made that same commitment. Now, I notice in a column in USA Today today, he is talking about other outside money, about working out. Look, that's Washington doublespeak. I committed to public financing. He committed to public financing. It is not any more complicated than that. I hope he will keep his commitment to the American people. That's not transparency, nor is it keeping one's word to the American people to take public financing. I'll keep my word. I want him to keep his if he's the nominee and I'm the nominee of the party, of our respective parties. Questions?
Senator, are you saying that if he does not keep his word, you will continue to go with public financing and will not self-finance?
No, I'm saying that I will keep my commitment, which I made in writing, that if the nominee of the Democrat Party would take public financing, I also would take public financing. I obviously would have to reevaluate if Senator Obama or Senator Clinton does not take that commitment. But I've made that commitment. Senator Obama made that commitment. Senator Clinton didn't make that commitment. Senator Obama did make that commitment in writing. I expect him I think the American people would expect him to hold to that commitment, especially if we want to bring about change.
Senator, have you or your aides spoken with him or his aides in the last few days about this specific issue?
No, there's nothing to talk about. What's there to talk about? We both made a commitment we take public financing. There's nothing to talk about. We either keep our word or we don't keep our word. I intend to keep my word to the American people.
Senator, practically speaking, why would he accept public financing if he is showing all signs of being able to far outweighs you in money?
I don't know, except
Why would he level the playing field?
I have no idea unless it has to do with one keeping one's commitment that one makes. I've made commitments in the past that may not have or may have not have turned out to my benefit. It's all a matter of whether you keep your commitment or not when you make it. That's what the American people are so cynical about us in Washington. They're cynical about people that put their name on a piece of paper and make a commitment and then don't keep it. That, in my view, I wouldn't do such a thing. Yes?
What specifically, when you say he put his name on a piece of paper,
yes.
What are you specifically pointing to? There was a letter.
The letter that he wrote and public statements that he made as well. There's a signatures on a piece of paper.
Well, I
yeah.
think his campaign got a commitment from the Election Commission saying that this was possible.
No, he wrote it to one of the public organizations, one of the public interest organizations.
He answered a question.
Yeah, he wrote down that he would do it, yes. It's pretty clear. If that's not clear to you, well, that's fine, but it's very clear to
I
me.
just want to be, when you say he signed it.
Yes, he did sign it.
Which specifically are you?
Yes, he did sign it to a piece of paper that he signed. That's what I'm referring to.
I just want to know what
Yeah.
piece of paper.
It's public knowledge. It's in the public domain. I'd forgotten exactly. It was to a public interest organization.
Senator McCain,
Yeah.
last night in your speech, you, without naming it, talked
talked about Barack Obama saying that he once suggested invading our ally, Pakistan.
I said bombing. My statement was bombing. I don't know if you received a text, but my statement that I made at my speech was that he suggested bombing Pakistan without their permission.
Okay. Regardless, if you go back and look at Barack Obama's
Mm-hmm.
speech, what he was saying is not going after Pakistan, but going after al-Qaeda targets within Pakistan. And as you know,
Oh,
there's
that's still bombing Pakistan.
but there are some people even inside the Bush administration who think that going unilaterally and not sort of being at the mercy of Musharraf may not be the worst idea.
Well, the best idea is to not broadcast what you're going to do. That's naive. The first thing that you do is you make your plans and you carry out your operations as necessary for America's national security interest. You don't broadcast that you are going to bomb a country that is a sovereign nation and that you are dependent on the goodwill of the people of that country to help you in the war and the struggle against Taliban and the sanctuaries in which they hold. So the first thing you do is you don't tell people what you're going to do. You make plans and you work with the other country that is your ally and friend, which Pakistan is. You don't broadcast and say that you're going to bomb a country without their permission or without consulting them. It's just fundamentals of the conduct of national security policy. I believe in working with the other country to both countries' mutual national security interests and not announcing unilateral action.
The attack on Libya just a few weeks ago, the Predator attack.
What's that?
I understand that the administration only informed President Musharraf as that operation was underway.
You don't. I don't know who informed you of what, but I know that we will continue to not broadcast that we're going to attack another country when I'm President of the United States.
Senator, you've used words like naive and experienced,
Yep.
empty. How comfortable are you really going after Barack Obama now? And in effect, are you assisting Senator Clinton, who's tried to make some of these arguments, but apparently those have not worked as well for him?
Well, I have stated in almost all of my comments, except for the public financing issue, because Senator Clinton didn't make the commitment that Senator Obama did, that both of them were wrong when they said that the surge wouldn't work. Both of them were wrong when they said that we should unilaterally withdraw from Iraq. Both of them were wrong when they said that the Iraqi government couldn't function effectively politically. And so it's very clear that their record on handling the war against, the struggle against radical Islamic extremism, that they are wrong. And I will run on my record of support for the surge and not declaring a unilateral withdrawal from Iraq, which then would have said, then allowed al-Qaeda to say they defeated the United States of America, chaos, genocide, and we'd be back, and there'd be further chaos and further sacrifice in the region.
Sir, if you're making these arguments against both Hillary Clinton and Barack
Yes.
Obama, why then was your speech yesterday very clearly directed specifically at Obama, even though you didn't mention there were phrases in there that were obviously referenced to him?
Well, I try to be even-handed in my responses. I especially think that in some cases that rhetoric has to be substantiated by specific recommendations, and I think that Senator Obama has not been specific in his recipe as to how we address these challenges. But I have, and no, not in some respects, but I have had criticism of Senator Clinton that I didn't agree with her on specific issues, and criticisms of Senator Obama's. We will draw stark differences between myself and either Senator Clinton or Senator Obama, whoever is the nominee of the party, whether it be taxes, whether it be health care taken over by the government or decisions made by the families, or whether it be the national security issues or many others. There will be stark differences because they're liberal Democrats and I am a conservative Republican.
Senator, the Democrats, Senator Obama or Clinton, are trying to tie you to the policies and record of the current president, saying, in fact, that a McCain administration would be a third term of the same policies as President Bush. how do you rebut that accusation or allegation?
Well, the American people always in the past and will in the 2008 election judge the candidates on their vision, on their principles, on their philosophy, their record, and how they think they will best serve the country in the future. It won't work. Yes?
Senator, given how strong your rhetoric has been in the past couple of days towards Senator Obama, is there something
I don't
about-
think that it's been strong. It's been factual.
Is there something about the prospect of Obama in the Oval Office that concerns you more than Hillary Clinton?
No. As I said, I am prepared to run against either Senator Clinton or Senator Obama, and I make no particular distinctions, although there may be some specific differences. Yes, ma'am.
I was wondering if you could provide some specifics on how you might help Ohioans get back to work with lost money and
Education and training programs at work. The present education and training programs do not work. They were designed for the 1950s. We need to go to the community colleges and have them design and implement education and training programs at work. We need to invest in pure research and development. We need to encourage in every way the development of green technologies, not only from a job standpoint, but reduction of our dependence on foreign oil. There's many other programs that we need to pursue in order to help keep our economy, get our economy back on track, including making tax cuts permanent, including giving American families further tax reductions if necessary, including giving every family $5,000 refundable tax credit to purchase health insurance policies of their choice all over America, not just here in the state of Ohio. We have a lot of work to do to restore our economy, including keeping interest rates low and even lower.
We're out of time.
Good. Yeah, go ahead.
What is the possibility of you breaking with tradition and choosing a running mate prior to the convention, a la 1976?
Honestly, we have not begun the process of thinking about that yet. We just have not done that. And if I can get the required number of delegates and be the acknowledged nominee of the party, which I think we're well on the path to achieving, then we'll start that process. But we do have quite a bit of time. Thank you very much.
Would you
Yeah.
support a hand-counted paper ballot in the
I think that's up to the state of Ohio. I can't make those kinds of judgments. Those decisions are made by the states as to how they best address those issues. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you on the road. Thanks very much. See you.